I'm Geoff Nemnich.
And I'm Rick Paulette.
And we're the hosts of The Last Stand. Coyote hunting is my passion.
And coyote calls are my livelihood.
And together we aim to bring you the best predator hunting tips, tricks, and tactics, right down to The Last Stand.
The Last Stand, presented by Lucky Duck Predator Calls. We are the masters of deception. Swagger bipods. Shoot with confidence, shoot with swagger. OnX Hunt. Know where you stand. Hornady. Accurate, deadly, dependable.
So I've been part of, quite a few double-digit coyote days over the years, and all of those days have one thing in common, and they all start off really well usually, and you kind of just get that feeling after about the first 3 or 4 hours that it's going to be a great day. Just based off the way the coyotes are responding, the amount of coyotes you're seeing, the way that they're bombing in on the call, and after a few stands, in this area in the morning, I just had that feeling that this was going to be a special day. Is he still coming? Okay. Shotgun him. Dustin, he's coming up the fence good. Shoot him right in the gap. So for everybody watching at home, that's dog hogging 101. When the coyote gets to about 100, you tell your buddy, switch to the shotgun. And then when he comes up and stops on the fence, you shoot him with the rifle. Strategy.
Well, when the guy's a shotgunner by heart, he falls for
That's
it
right,
every
he follows.
time.
But in all honesty, I thought, man, when he come up that fence, I thought he might sloop right here and you might get about a 30, 40 yard poke at him.
It was weird because it was like he couldn't pinpoint the sound. And
Yeah, when he stood right
yards.
down there and he was looking clear off to the right, and I'm
Yeah.
like, how is he not looking at the sound? He's only 30 yards from the call. Here he comes. Patterson. There he is right here. Just coming around the call. Shoot him right in the head. Boy, that was a sneaky little dinky coyote, man. You could barely see his head and his ears above the grass. Pretty easy, 50 yards. It's been about 7 minutes. We're gonna call for just a couple more and see what happens there. That second one was right in the forehead. Oh, look at that sucker laying there dead right by the call. Did you get that? so awesome watching that from the side. That coyote was probably dead on the first shot, but that second one hit him square. That's why you keep calling, you know. That was like 2 minutes after I just shot this one. This coyote came in hard from the right. I got some brush right here. I just saw a glimpse of him running. He was just beeline right for the call. That's what we want right there. That's what we want. We just killed a double. We went up the road about maybe 3/4 of a mile. Not very far. I don't think these coyotes are wanting to come from a long, long ways. It's a great thing about having the decoy built into the revolt and also the riot and the rebel. Give just a little bit of movement above this grass. Those coyotes see that spin a little bit. I like to put it on speed 1. Circling. He's gonna stop. There you go. Go rabbit. So this stuff is, I mean, as you're seeing it on the camera, I mean, that's how it's happening. I mean, we're not spotting these coyotes till they're 50, 60 yards. I mean, the video's not gonna be the best, but you know, it's close. It happens fast, it's exciting. You don't always kill them all when you call them in, but when they do come in, man, it's, they're right there.
What blew me away about the day is that there was nothing about it that said that it should have been a special day. We had sun in our face the whole day with the southwest wind. We were sitting on the wrong side of all the cover, not in the shadows. We had cameras with us. We had vehicles driving by. We had vehicles parked everywhere we turned.
Around high noon, we just got done making a blank stand. We had our streak going, but this is really good. I mean, the wind's not blowing much, just a big wide open stand, lots of yellow grass. There's 2 big cuts that kind of join up over here. They're down there about 500 yards, but we found a good spot to park the truck. We figured this might be as good as we get right here calling this area. So I'm gonna open up a little more volume, throw some TNT out there, see if we can get one coming up from that bottom. There's 2 of them. There's one just came out of the bottom too. Yeah, we're gonna shotgun this one, Patterson. Okay, turn the call down.
Got a pup, Geoff. Did you see that other one?
Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. He just ran into the bottom right now. Well, that couldn't have been any better timing. We're calling public ground, so you just never know what you're gonna get. And this truck and 4-wheeler come rolling right through our stand about a minute after we just got done rolling up a coyote. Great timing, great timing. There's another one coming from the left right here. He's coming from the left, right from these trees right here. He's gonna see those trucks and he's gonna stop. He's coming right out of these trees. Get rid of that shotgun. Shoot over to the rifle.
Get the trucks. The trucks are right there.
Look at them filming the trucks. You gotta be kidding me.
How does that happen?
That might be the same coyote. That might be the same coyote that was trailing that one.
In the middle of an interview
We
talking
got
about public
caravan,
land.
a caravan of dudes driving down the trail road.
That's crazy.
A little schoolyard brawl on that one. It's still only been about 6 minutes, but can't believe we just knocked down a double.
It was almost a shotgun.
Yeah, you almost got a shotgun double with the trucks driving right there. Unreal, unreal. You just never know. That's
Public land.
the crazy thing about coyote hunting is you try to hide the vehicle, you try to do everything right, which is what you should do, but every now and then stuff happens and you just kind of shake your head and think, why are we so meticulous sometimes in all the little details, you know? But some coyotes like that, you could do about whatever you wanted to. But some coyotes are pretty tricky, but that's unreal.
That's crazy. I've never seen that in my life. 3 vehicles going down the road next to us and we just killed one.
The pluses and minuses of public land hunting.
Yeah, it's public at its finest.
Well, I would say let's break her down, but who knows? I think that was that same coyote, though. I think we got it covered.
That was awesome.
You know, down in this country, it's thick. It is a no-brainer to have a shotgun with you, and so having a partner that kind of complements your skill set is really important down here. You know, a lot of these setups we're doing, I would put Dustin right there, you know, 10, 15, maybe 20 yards tops, right from the call tucked in. And I would position myself with a rifle where I thought maybe if we get a coyote that wants to circle or hang up, that I could get that shot.
I started hunting, bird hunting, and I kind of was self-taught. I don't have anybody in my family that hunts. I didn't have anybody in my family that took me hunting. So I taught myself how to shotgun birds growing up in my teens, and it just seems like the simplest, most purest form to coyote hunting for me is holding that shotgun in my hands.
Straight over the top of the call.
Right down my gun.
Just come off the ridge. See him? Checked up on the top. Oh man, now that things are settling down a little bit. Early on in the stand, maybe about 3 minutes up on the skyline, we're down low. It wasn't a real ideal spot to set up for a camera angle. Are you on it? Did you get him?
Yeah.
Holy crap. It's just...
There goes another one. Two. Turn the stress on.
Is he coming?
No, running away.
Just complete chaos. We about drove right past this stand. You know, we're hunting public state ground in Arizona. It must be opening weekend of deer season. We've seen campers, we've seen trucks, we've seen guys out here walking these draws. We've heard gunshots all morning. We come past this old set of corrals, and there was 2 tents and a camper and a truck. But we just kind of went in behind them a little bit and walked up this draw about 400 yards and made this stand. And Patterson shotgunned a double and had a shot at a third coyote on the backside over here, but just nuts. So was this one checked up right down in the brush, the first one?
He was over here behind all this stuff, right in line with all this stuff.
Just kind
He
of
was just somewhere down in here.
Yeah.
You guys couldn't see him. I don't know where he was, but I was waiting for him to come out here.
Dude, did that cartwheel that coyote out there on the last shot?
Yeah,
Or did he
my
finally
last-
die?
My last one's when he flopped over.
That is 65 yards where you cartwheeled that sucker.
Well, I shot like 5 times. I know I hit him at
Did you
least
see
2
this one?
times.
Did you not see him till he come up
No.
out of the bottom?
Max is like, here they come, here he comes. And he's just running up the side there.
Well, his first one, I saw him come right over. I mean, I was trying to red dot him. I'm like, oh God, he
I
had to
probably
be right
shot
there.
it too soon, didn't I?
No, I mean, he's 5 feet from the call. He was gonna eat it.
I should have let him come another couple feet, but I didn't know.
No, heck, he'd have shot my call.
That's what the goal is.
To shoot my call. This is the last revolt we have with us.
It's all right.
I know where we can get us one if we do shoot it, but 11 on the day. And it's barely 1 o'clock.
Yep. Let's go for 15.
Double digits good. I always say if you kill double digits in one day, you're part of the 1% club. I mean, it takes the right conditions, the right area, the right shooting, the right everything to get 10 coyotes. And man, we've been making it happen today. Let's keep it rolling.
The right public land with the right four-wheelers.
Yeah. The thicker the cover you get down into, the more the coyotes lower their guard. It's like they feel like they have the advantage coming through that thick cover. They don't have a tendency to want to use the wind as much. And you end up just getting some exciting things. You know, it's 4 or 5 seconds of pure excitement, you know, because here comes this coyote blowing out of the grass and brush at 20 yards, and he's hell-bent on eating that decoy, that call, whatever it is. And man, it's just awesome.
Starting to get into our afternoon stands. Hopefully we can shotgun a few more and hit 15.
Is the call knocked over?
Yeah. Dude, that was insane.
There's nothing better when their coyotes are coming in like this.
Yeah.
These kind of days don't happen very often, but man, when they do, we could come hunt our butts off for 20 days straight, not kill anything, just for a chance at a day like today.
Yeah, we earned it today. After the last 2.
Right? His legs touching the call.
They kicked the call.
He was kicking it.
I think I might have the record for the closest to the call.
That is.
It was back-to-back ones that almost got it.
I know. Back-to-back coyotes within, well, that one's on it. But that's like our 4th coyote. That's our, 4th coyote has died within about 3-4 feet of that thing.
Yeah. I knew as soon as it was covered it was going to be a close one. I was like, if it hangs up before the cactus, I'll shoot it. But if it keeps coming, it's going all the way to the call.
Oh, it didn't even look over at us one time.
It glanced over at us when it was back here, but it just kept on trucking.
It's a great thing, you know. I mean, that decoy, some people say, oh, what's it look like? But it's just fluttering enough just to kind of hold their attention. I mean, I like, some guys think they spook them a little bit, but I usually just hit it. It's too much to remember to try to turn it on when they're coming, you know. I just get it going slow, and then either they see it and they check up and you shoot them out there, or they see it and they're like, oh yeah, I want it.
Yeah. That was a good one. That was cool.
Man, that was the money shot. You can't get a better coyote kill on camera than that one.
I could have maybe let it get like a 1.5
A
closer.
foot closer, and then it would have cartwheeled tripped over the call.
I'll work on it. I'll get them closer. Piled them up pretty good so far, and we still probably got 2 hours of daylight left. They're all dying right at the call. It's awesome for me.
The call. The legs stick up on that thing. The call. You just had to prove me wrong, didn't you?
Yeah.
I bet you couldn't get 5 in a row, and this one's laying right underneath the call as well.
Yeah, the last two have been licking it.
That is nuts.
That is awesome.
Did he stay in this?
He went right through, and I was waiting for him to bust right where you walked up to, because you walked up to this grass over here. And he just kept going. I was like, all right, all the way to the call it is.
Yeah, that's how you want it right there. You just walk up, pick up the call, the coyote, all in one. Nice. Nice. That's the slowest I've ever moved. Heck yeah. Patience. That's all it takes. A lot of guys would have, boom, tried to throw it up on that coyote. He'd have seen us and he might have stopped again, but man,
Not in this stuff.
he wasn't going anywhere. Just like you said, just slow and easy. Let him have it. So we found a big pond dam. Just calling out over this big gnarly basin right here. Real thick gnarly stuff down in there. The sun's not ideal, but we wanted to get in here before the very last stand while the sun was up a little higher. Wind's kind of blowing from right to left. I got Dustin right down on the call, tucked into some brush. So as long as the coyote doesn't spot us up here, we ought to be pretty good. Just right of the call, 20 yards standing there. See it? Yeah, that coyote just showed up right there. Sun's blaring on us up here. He just, the call and us were right in line. I don't think he saw Dustin. He might have, but he definitely was looking at us, I think. Dustin played it right. He just froze. And that coyote kind of turned broadside to leave, and that's when he swung up on it. Then it stopped. Pumped a couple in it. 16th coyote of the day. So after our miraculous day of 16 coyotes, we knew we had time to make just a small handful of stands before we had to hit the road home back north. So we got into an area we didn't have a chance to get to on the first day. We get in on the first stand. The sun, we were a little late getting in there. The sun was already up, and we walked back off this flat, maybe 400 yards, and we dropped off this little lip, which allowed us to get down into the shadows. It was pretty thick, but the wind was kind of blowing from right to left. We had the sun behind us. We were calling out over a big basin, you know, just primo. Everything that we had hunted the first day and killed coyotes on, this was identical. First stand of the morning. It's our last day in Arizona. It's gonna be another light wind day. We only got time here for just a handful of stands. Then we gotta get on the road home, unfortunately. But after our day yesterday, we're kind of pumped here to get back out here. Got a new little run we're gonna make today, so hopefully there's just as many coyotes in here as there were yesterday. Right here.
Is it alive? I let it get a little closer that time. I think the call is not working.
I think the call shut off. We've been calling like less than a minute. The stand's pretty much over now because the call's not working.
Let me go see if I can turn it back on.
I don't know what happened here. Let me see. God. Holy crap. That coyote could have been more than 200 yards away. I could turn it off. Did you turn it off? Turn it off. There you go.
Now it got real close. Let it get all the way to the call that time and touch it. When I shot it, it started biting the call. Shut off the call. We just went and turned it back on.
God damn.
Dude, we just went and put the call back out again and killed another one. That was cool.
Man. Within about a minute of the stand, a coyote come running right in just from the left, just like that one did. Dustin buried it right at the call. He shot it 3 times, but it bit the tripod and knocked it over. It was laying there dead with the tripod in its mouth. The call got knocked down and got turned off. Dustin had to sneak out there and reset it. I had to fire things back up. So we've been calling now for about another 6 minutes. I've been bouncing back and forth between some TNT cottontail and some schoolyard brawl. Second coyote about 6 minutes later come the same path. He kind of saw us right here at the last minute. Maybe he winded that other coyote probably, laying there. And he boogered out right here. Dustin got some pellets in him and he ran about 5 yards right past me. I had to kind of throw my rifle down and pick the shotgun up. Got him killed right over here about 10 yards from me. I'm always amazed about the number of people that are unaware of the opportunities out west, and especially in the Southwest when it comes to public hunting. And yeah, you can come out here and hunt antelope and deer and elk, but the coyote hunting opportunities are really exceptional. You know, guys that live back east that don't have this opportunity, you know, plan a trip, do a little research, get on X Maps, you know, look it over, find a place, you know, plan a 4 or 5 day trip out here. You know, obviously don't plan it during deer season like we ended up doing, you know, but you know, all winter long, the weather stays pretty nice down the Southwest. You don't have to worry about snow drifts and snow and super cold. You can come down here all winter. You got a chance at gray fox, you got a chance at bobcats, you got a chance at coyotes, just a plethora of predators to call in down here. So, you know, the next time you're looking at going and doing something different, you know, it doesn't have to be an elk or a deer hunt. You know, plan a coyote hunt.